Welcome to Suncoast View. It's Tuesday, November 4th, Election Day. I'm Stephanie Roberts. It's not too late to head to the polls, but even some of the people who are telling you to vote aren't voting. Why not?
I'm Regina Hopper. Dash cams are no longer just for the police. Would you want every second of what you see while you're driving being recorded?
I'm Bobeth, our first holiday glam fashion show, and it's all for a good cause.
And I'm Linda Carson. With the holidays coming up, here's a question that I've always wondered. How much weight can you really gain in one day? All that and more on Suncoast View.
Welcome to the show. Lots going on today. I want to get right to the kitchen because in honor of our big Greek giveaway, we have Mediterranean food from Apollonia, and we say welcome to Chef Eddie. What are you making for us today?
Thanks. Good to be here. We're making spanakopita, which is spinach pie.
And it's with Philo, which is
Yes.
hard to work with, and he's going to teach us how to do it. Cannot wait. And just remember, your chance to win a $10,000 luxury Greece vacation is coming up. Of course, you will need the word of the day, so listen to that. And every day, there's a daily prize of a $100 Visa card and a $100 gift certificate to Apollonia Mediterranean Grill. And once you see the spanakopita, you are going to understand what a fabulous prize that is. So our word of the day is coming up. Well, there's a video going around right now that's kind of a way to impress your friends this holiday season. Party tricks, if you will. The mark of a master chef, I'm told, is being able to crack an egg or even two with one hand. What do you think? I'm looking fancy right now. I don't know if I can go any farther than this.
I'm just laughing out loud.
Coming up, we are going to learn how to do this. You need eggs, ping pong balls, and apparently a quarter. So we're all going to try it.
Sounds messy to me.
Well, my favorite part of the story comes from Regina, who changed her wardrobe as a result. You need to tell this story.
I didn't, well, I actually, because it's election day, right, and we're going to be up late, I had this dress that I wanted to wear all day today. But when I found out that we were going to be doing the egg segment, I decided I better bring another dress in because this could be like going everywhere, right? So what I'm wearing today at 4 is not what you're going to be seeing at 5, 6, and 11.
Because there'll be egg on it.
Egg all over it. Yeah.
Yes, but that's like, uh-oh.
Or egg on the face.
Yesterday, I didn't think this through.
So you may be eggy. Egg on the face.
And then smelly, because
Yes.
you know, eggs
Oh.
smell after a while.
Ew. Okay. Well, we'll try to do well.
All right, well, yesterday, if you missed it, we were working on our self-defense moves. We had an expert in teaching us, and I wanted you to take a look and show you how we did.
Oh, look at you.
Oh, well, good heavens. Oh, Bobeth, ow.
Bobeth.
Ooh, Linda, go. I didn't know we were speeding up. That's hysterical.
Whoa.
We look really good sped up. Oh, that's hysterical. Linda was my favorite. She was very serious about it. But Regina, you got right away from him and lost an earring.
What I loved about Linda, though, she had the whole verbal aspect of it down. She was like, ah, ah,
You gotta intimidate.
yeah. I mean, it was just great.
I'm
go, look at
actually
you go.
really impressed with how we look because I felt like I didn't necessarily do it correctly or understand the concept. But when you speed it up, we look pretty good.
Although I have to say, you know, I thought about that after he left, and it all sounded great here, but I don't think I could react like that. I wouldn't remember. I'd be going, oh, wait, is it right arm down, left arm here? You know, I'm not so sure I'd get it all right.
Linda did tell the attacker to start over once. Wait, start over. I don't know if I'd recommend saying that.
Well, you know, in real life, you won't forget, I promise. You
Yeah,
won't
that's
forget
true.
to scream.
That part
That'll
I'll
be the
remember.
first.
Well, and to
Right.
what Regina was saying, if you're not comfortable with the hand-to-hand contact, one of our viewers, and I want to make sure I get his name right, it's Tom Brigandahl. He sent us a product that he thought we all might be interested in. It's called a Little Viper, and I'm actually wearing it on my arm. What it is personal pepper spray. It is a fashion pepper spray bracelet, and I want to make sure I don't set this off, but
spray
all
it
it does is as you're being, you know, as someone is approaching you, you set it off and it shoots the stream right at the person 3 feet away. So it would be a way to ward off the attack. I mean, we all understand pepper spray, but this is a bracelet that you actually wear. So he sent enough for everyone.
Oh, good.
So I want to give everyone
Yeah, he
one.
actually emailed me this weekend,
This
Lisa,
is
and
very
talked
close
about
to
this.
3 feet though, so it's like
Yeah.
here.
Well,
guys be
yeah, but that
careful.
still might make the difference, especially I know I was trying to ward off the knife attack, and I as he, showed me how to do that, I thought, boy, I don't know, if someone's got a blade on my neck, I don't know if I'm going to wrestle you.
But you might push the button.
But I absolutely might push the button. So thank you to our viewer, Tom, for showing us the little Viper, and we always appreciate our viewer feedback.
Look out,
It's awesome.
attackers. We're armed.
We are armed and
Deadly.
ready. All right, well, it is time for our first hot topic, and of course, it is Election Day. Remember, you do still have time to vote. The polls close at 7 p.m. And of course, turnout is key in many races, which is why the Rock the Vote video this year featured celebrities explaining in a parody of Little John's Turn Out for What, why they're going to vote in the midterm election. In their mind, it was turn out the vote. Well, the group bills itself as a nonpartisan organization seeking to drive the youth vote. But hypocritically, at least 5 of the celebrities in the video didn't even vote in the last midterm election. The holdouts include The View co-host Whoopi Goldberg, we're calling her out, Natasha Lyonne, Glee's Darren Criss, Girls creator Lena Dunham, and E.G. Johnson, that's Magic Johnson's son. They did not vote in the last midterm election, but they're part of the Get Out the Vote video. I'm so annoyed by this. Now, we talked this morning about how election officials here are saying the turnout should be above normal at about 60%. Okay, that doesn't sound real high to me. 60%? What the heck are the other 40% of the people doing today? And why
Nothing.
aren't they voting?
Well, here, I think that's kind of the same message I do. I do stories all the time that say, get out to vote, go out to vote, but I don't always vote. Because of you guys pushing me, I voted this election, but for the most part, I don't think that my decision to not vote should impact you. I may be apathetic, but why should you? There still is a message, and there's still reason for other people. Maybe I can inspire someone else. I try not to get my views pushed on towards other people. So maybe they have the same thing. Maybe they know the message of voting is important. Just because they're apathetic doesn't mean that you should be.
And if you and I don't agree, I'm really glad if you don't vote.
I'm not sure that was a Democratic statement,
Right.
but it was funny.
So, yeah, that's right. So a couple things. One, the 60% figure, if that's true, that's actually really good. For a midterm, that's really good. And I think it's been helpful here in Florida and across the United States that you have options to vote. You have early voting, you have absentee voting, which allows more people to participate in the democratic process, which I think is very, very helpful. On your why did these particular people not vote, who knows, but one of the things I like to point out is that as you're watching not just elections, but other issues where celebrities get involved in issues, they use celebrities because you know who they are and you want to identify with them, but they often don't really get that involved. So I always try to say to folks, don't necessarily go with something or be with something because a celebrity tells you to be for it or against it, right?
Like an infomercial.
Yeah,
Exactly.
to a degree, that's true. But the whole get out the vote thing, hopefully that will work. We're so proud
proud
of you,
of both
Bobette.
that.
So
Yay.
proud for voting. This is great, great day. And I hope everyone will use the next, 2.5, 3 hours to go out and exercise their right to vote. People around the world are clamoring for this right, and we here don't always use it. So hopefully you'll go out and participate in the process.
All right, good advice. You may have a beautiful face to vote for in a campaign ad in the future. She has won an Oscar. Could she win an election? In the December issue of Vanity Fair, Angelina Jolie hints that she is open to pursuing politics. She says in regards to her work as a humanitarian, if you really want to make an extreme change, then you have a responsibility. Now, she is currently a special envoy for the UN High Commissioner for Refugees. Do you think Jolie has what it takes to get elected, and what office could you see her in? Obviously, she's very involved with humanitarian and world issues.
I started thinking, well, you have to start at the bottom. Would she be a good city commissioner? I don't think so.
Exactly.
How about governor? No, she's not going to go to work every day. She's not going to be president. You're not going to start there. That may be what she's thinking. But I can't see her at any of the offices we have. I still think she needs some world seat where she can do it for a little while and then go do something else.
I agree with Linda, but for different reasons. I don't see her as a politician. I don't. And I feel bad. I commend her for her efforts and what she's done. I think it's great work, but I would never vote for her for anything.
Well, and again, it's it's where we were before, right? I mean, it's very tough to be a celebrity and to be in that field where you are part of an effort, but you're part of that effort because of your celebrity status, not necessarily because of other credentials. Politics is tough business.
Right.
mean,
I don't know
it's
if she's
tough
ready to
business.
work like that. But
Yeah.
listen, if she can use her fame and notoriety to raise money for humanitarian aid and things like that, please.
Yeah,
She's doing
exactly.
something
Raise
great
awareness.
Yeah,
right now.
keep at it,
For
as we know
awareness.
many celebrities are. So
Yeah,
that's
on
a
that
good thing.
global, her
Right.
global efforts, no doubt, have been extraordinary.
But I bet she's
Absolutely.
thinking president.
Yeah, well,
That's
we'll
the thing.
see.
You got to know where your strengths lie.
Right,
Yes.
exactly. Well, she certainly looks good no matter what she does. So, all right, we're going to put politics to rest at least for a couple of hours today. There's a new trend gaining popularity in this country. Drivers are installing dash cams in their own cars to record every second of what they see on the roads. Now, remember, those dash cams point out onto the road away from you. Law enforcement obviously has been using the devices for years for proof of what really happens when they pull someone over. Now, dashcamusa.com has cameras for about $100, and we looked into this. They are legal in Florida. Would you like a recording of everything that happens in your path? I'm the first to say no. I do some iffy things when I drive at 4 o'clock in the morning on my way to the morning show, and I don't know if I want proof of that.
Oh, I would like to have it just in case you might need it, but I was just thinking you get to a very dull Saturday night, so you get your dash cam and you look at what's happened for the last month.
Well, I'm sure if someone ran in front of you, or if there was an issue that you had to resolve, are they admissible in court?
Well, that I
think
don't
so.
know. It may be too early. I'm talking way out. We have a lawyer here. We can ask her later. Another lawyer. I'm not sure. It would, a lot of those dash cam videos that are used in police officers' cars aren't necessarily admissible in court. But I mean, it's interesting to think about putting one up. I think it depends on where you live, right? I mean, if you're in a crowded vicinity, you like drive the Beltway, drive by 75 out here a lot. It might be worth having something there.
Yeah. Soon everybody will have one on their car and in their house, and then that'll make everything easier for the police.
No, we're being recorded everywhere we go. This is not Big Brother. Come on now, stop it.
Right. Well, I don't think we need one more thing to worry about in the car either.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I haven't gotten mine washed in a long time. That might be where I should start.
All right, well, coming up, here's a question I don't really want to ponder for the holidays. How much weight can you really gain in a day? One of those really bad days where you eat everything in sight? We'll find out more about that, and also some options aside from traditional divorce. Stay with us.
Tonight, Floridians head to the polls in one of the most important midterm elections in recent history. For complete coverage, stay with ABC7 and mysuncoast.com. From one of the country's most closely watched races for governor to Amendment 2 and other ballot initiatives and local races, we'll bring you up-to-the-minute returns throughout the night. Live reports, expert analysis, and reaction from along the Suncoast. It's your voice, your vote on ABC7, brought to you by BMW of Sarasota.
Can you believe this is our 7th year hosting the CMA Awards?
Yeah. You remember how it all started?
Welcome to the CMA Awards. We'll have appearances by Luke Bryan, Miranda Lambert, Tim McGraw, Florida Georgia Line, and Blake Shelton. He can't be here, Carrie. Why not? He's grounded.
Don't worry, guys. Blake will be here.
Oh, actually, he's grounded again.
What?
The CMA Awards, live Wednesday, November 5th on ABC.
Hi, I'm Joan London, and if you're worried about your parent or a loved one living alone like I was, and you want reliable senior care information, then call A Place for Mom, the nation's largest senior living referral service. You'll get free information on assisted living, Alzheimer's care, nursing homes, even important financial information.
They had obviously researched every place, not just given me names. They found me a place for what she could afford, and it was magnificent.
We're now very confident that she's safe, and they just helped every step of the way, and I can't thank them enough.
So if you're struggling to find reliable senior living information, call A Place for Mom. This is a free service, and you can trust them to help you.
Call right now to get your free Senior Care Compass ebook. Find out about the 5 best-kept secrets on financing senior care and assisted living.
Call now, 800-290-0352. 800-290-0352.
With the holidays coming up, here's a question I've always wondered about. How much weight can you actually and sometimes accidentally gain in one day? You know those bad days, and then you hop on the scale the next day and go, oh no. Well, the good news is it reportedly takes a ridiculous amount of food. You'd actually have to eat 3,500 more calories than you typically eat. Though I'm not sure I haven't done that. That would be 3 glasses of wine, a dozen chicken wings, a burger with the works, onion rings, chips, queso, and a slice of chocolate cake. Or like 7 margaritas. That might do it. I know. The New England Journal of Medicine found that most people only gain 1 pound total during the holidays, and fewer than 10% of us gain 5 to 10 pounds. You know, I found this really interesting because I've certainly had those weekends where I overindulged or did something I wasn't very proud of, and then, you know, checked on Monday morning and there was 3 extra pounds hanging there. But they're telling us that that isn't actually weight. That's likely salt or water or things like that that you then work off by Tuesday or Wednesday.
You know, the problem is for Christmas and Thanksgiving, I tell myself this, eat what you want Thanksgiving Day and then back on the diet the next day. But it's like trying to get on a horse that's running and you're running alongside it, trying to jump back up. It's so hard to get back on the program. So I say, well, I'll eat the day after Thanksgiving. I'll have the left. Then I'll eat this. And that goes on for a month or so. So mid-January, I'm still trying to get back on my program after eating Christmas. So.
Well, you're doing so amazing right now. What is your holiday plan?
To eat Christmas and to eat Thanksgiving and not the days after.
Okay, but you're going to allow yourself Thanksgiving. I'm glad to hear that.
But you'll eat on the days after. You'll just be on your regular diet.
Right, I'll go
on the
back
days
to my
after, right?
normal way of eating.
Okay.
Which is not that bad. I mean, that's what I should eat always.
How much weight have you lost so far?
I've lost 8 pounds so far.
And that's been
since we started the show.
That's good.
Yes, and I don't want to blow it.
I think I took half of them over here.
In the last like 6 months, I've gained 10 pounds. I know it doesn't look like it, but I have. So I'm like freaking out. So I've been trying to figure out how am I going to lose this 10 pounds. Like, you know, I was pretty small, but long story short is like when you get to holidays, you have the leftovers. So literally 2 weeks later, you're still eating leftovers.
Yeah, and you go have parties.
Yes.
Yeah.
And for me, it's the liquid calories because I do enjoy a glass of wine and I do enjoy a craft cocktail.
And that meal that you guys just spoke about, I could do that. I literally could do that.
I picked up a bag of popcorn.
That's just one meal.
No.
Driving on Sunday, I picked up a bag of popcorn. It said 39 calories a serving, but the bag 990 calories. I was about to eat that whole thing.
You could eat all those chicken wings and a big old hamburger and all that.
Yeah, because if I go to a restaurant, I'm ordering an appetizer of wings. I'll have a drink. I order the appetizer of wings. Then my meal is going to be the burger, and then I have the dessert, which is the cake.
Right.
So yeah. And then I'm going to have.
What about the cake?
That's lunch.
Yeah, and then maybe I won't eat a dozen wings, but I'm at least eating at least 6.
Oh my goodness. Well, here's someone who hasn't eaten much. I want to show you my favorite story from yesterday. My teenager chose this for us, and the next internet sensation could be at a Target near you. Oh yeah, I admit, he's cute. She came home yesterday and goes, do you know about Alex from Target? And I said, what are you talking about? Well, this young teenage employee at the big box store became the newest online sensation after his picture began rapidly circulating all over social media. Literally, someone went in there, snapped the picture, sent it to their friend who put it on Twitter. The hashtag Alex from Target was the leading trend on Twitter last night, and it all started from a seemingly innocent picture posted online at noon. That was on Sunday. It took a life of its own early yesterday and went viral. So she told me this when she got home, and I was sort of like, okay, yeah, another cute guy. You know, she's 14. I'm trying not to get too interested or upset about any of it. And then I said, all right, hold on, let me look it up. And all I typed in to my search engine was AL, and up pops Alex from Target. It was
amazing.
It is absolutely amazing how all of a sudden, within 18 hours, this cute boy could become our newest sex symbol.
And what we know for sure is you may look very different in a picture than you do in real life.
Okay, so look, here he is.
Oh, you
he's
found
like
him.
right here, yeah.
I'm telling you, he's still all over.
He's still all over.
He's still
like you
all
put
over.
in AL into, or at least now, you put in AL and it comes up hashtag Alex from Target.
I just thought it was absolutely fascinating. Now, I tried to use it as a teaching moment. You be careful what you do. All it takes is one picture on Twitter, and you're the newest.
Do you think Target had something to do with this?
Well, I don't think
He's
so.
here. He says, you like me?
Oh!
Yeah,
I
he's
don't
back.
think so.
This is good marketing for
Who wants
Target.
to follow?
Well,
Follow
Target
us.
needs good marketing. They've had a rough year.
Everybody will go in Target, all the young girls looking for Alex.
Oh, wow, look at this. You know, you could be the next
Did they
Alex from
place it?
Target.
Yeah, do we know where he is?
Well, I'm looking, but I can't see.
Last
No, it
night,
doesn't
the
say.
teenagers thought that there was a Texas connection, because I said, well, somebody should say, okay, this is Alex so-and-so
At
who
which
lives in
Target?
so-and-so at this Target. Then they were like, oh, do you think it's in Brandon, Florida? And I'm like, yes, we'll be sure to drive there.
Oh,
and
come on,
look for
girls.
him.
He probably doesn't have a good personality.
This is really funny. Like, you've got to go on Twitter now and look at Alex from
I wonder
Target.
what Alex feels about this. Is he like,
Well,
oh my
no,
God,
he
I'm the
tweeted.
next-
Yeah, he's tweeted out just a little bit ago. You know, like, if you want to follow me, follow me. So apparently he's all into it.
He's
now.
I'm sure.
But
I'm
I can't
sure.
see if it says where he's
The
from.
power of social media made me laugh out loud, and I guess it's still going on today. So be careful what you do out there.
Make sure it's positive.
Yes, exactly. All right, coming up, we'll have options for, as opposed to traditional divorce, rather. And of course, the word of the day. And that word of the day can get you a luxury trip to Greece and also a $100 gift card to Apollonia Mediterranean Grill. And they're in the house cooking spanakopita. We'll be in the kitchen with them coming up. Stay with us.
Alex from Target.
ABC7 is giving you the chance to win a dream vacation to Greece. All this month, watch Suncoast View weekdays at 4 for the word of the day. Then register that day's word by midnight at mysuncoast.com. Our daily prize is a $100 Visa gift card and a gift certificate to Apollonia Mediterranean Grill with a grand prize, a luxury Greece and Eastern Mediterranean cruise. Get away to Greece on Suncoast View. Brought to you by Legendary Journeys, the Suncoast's #1 vacation specialist. Opa!
Tonight, we're giving you the 2 most romantic episodes of the season.
That horse is chewing really loudly.
Yes, he is. Back-to-back all-new selfies. Tonight, 8/7 Central on ABC.
Tonight, celebrate the pop culture powerhouse that is Marvel with special guests and exclusive sneak peeks.
The Marvel Universe conquered the planet.
Emily Van Camp hosts Marvel 75 Years from Pulp to Pop, a brand new special. Tonight, 9/8 Central on ABC.
It's Millionaires Whiz Kids Week.
Big money!
For these teenage phenoms,
I know Euclid was a genius, and the other ones sound like smart people.
winning is elementary. Unmillionaire.
Tonight at 7 on ABC7.
On the next OKTV, singer Michelle Williams' cross-country mission, plus Nashville star Jonathan Jackson. OKTV, entertainment, gossip, life.
Tonight at 7:30 on ABC7. Introducing the all-new MySuncoast.com. MySuncoast.com has been completely redesigned and includes even more great content and features, including Marketplace, the area's most complete group of listings for local businesses, an all-new entertainment section with the latest news, events, and happenings from around the Suncoast, and your photo submissions. A brand new experience on your desktop or mobile device. The all-new MySuncoast.com. Just another way we're here for you.
An important message for Americans eligible for Medicare. The annual enrollment period is now open. Now's the time to find the coverage that's right for you at the right price. The way to do that is to explore your options. You can spend hours doing that yourself, or you can call Health Markets and let us do the legwork for you with no cost or obligation. We'll search a variety of plans from nationally recognized companies to find the coverage that's the best fit for you at a price that fits your budget. And we'll do it at no charge to you. You can talk to us over the phone or meet with a local licensed representative in person. Why pay a penny more than you have to for an insurance policy? In the past 3 years alone, Health Markets Insurance Agency has enrolled Americans in more than 1.1 million insurance policies. Put our free service to work for you at no charge.
Call the number on your screen now. Operators are standing by. Get the coverage you need. Why pay more? Call now.
Well, we may not like to think about it, but divorce has become something that many of us have had to deal with. So here to talk about some alternatives to the traditional divorce is family law attorney Lynette Mancuso. I want to call you Manusco. So,
Mancuso.
okay,
There is a
Mancuso.
Manusco around. But
Okay, well then say your name for me.
Lynette Mancuso.
And this is who she is. So do not confuse her with someone else. Right. So we all have thought about the traditional forms of divorce, but as the law has progressed, there are now some alternatives, and you've been working in all of these areas.
I have.
Tell us a little bit
I've
about
been
it.
practicing law for 30 years. I've been doing family law for about over 22 years. I'm a board-certified family law attorney and mediator and arbitrator. Now, through the process of doing all that different sort of work, I've seen the good, the bad, and the ugly.
I bet.
And gone through divorce myself, which made me better at what I do professionally.
I bet, yeah.
But we've seen our traditional mode of getting divorced, we've all heard of. We've seen lots of TV shows about it. We each hire an attorney, and it's a win-lose mode. We're adversaries for our clients. We're advocates, for our clients. And our goal is to win and get as much as possible for our client. We are strategizing at all times. We're playing it close to the vest. And it's, again, that win-lose model. What's different about this, I call it the new fashioned ways to get divorced, is that we are looking for solutions. We are looking for a win-win approach as opposed to the win-lose. And we're looking to preserve relationships as much as possible, the dignity of the process as much as possible, have it be as healing of a mode of going through this.
Sounds positive.
So we have
It is. It's supposed to be that way.
So we have what's called cooperative and then collaborative.
Yes.
Right? What are
Which
the
is
differences
this?
between those two?
Well, collaborative is really the newer thing that I'm super excited about. That's being introduced in Sarasota and Manatee County. It's been offered in other parts of the country for a number of years, but it's just catching on in our local area. It's been around in Tampa for a while, Miami for a while, but here's what it is. Collaborative divorce is a team approach to getting divorced. The team consists of the husband and the wife, the attorney for the husband and the wife, and then usually there's a neutral forensic CPA, and usually there's a neutral mental health professional. Now, everyone on the team, except for the husband and wife, has been trained in this method of collaborative divorce, where it's all focused on problem solving, it's focused on a dignified process, it's focused on scheduling the process in a way that works for these two people and their families. You're not governed by court-imposed deadlines, and you do not have to reveal in public record your personal financial situation like you do in traditional divorce.
Oh. It sounds expensive, though, if you've got all these people working on it.
It sounds that way initially, but actually, if it goes the way it's supposed to, it is less expensive than a traditional divorce. You're not hiring two experts to battle out how much the business is worth, how much different personal property is worth, how much money he really makes or she really makes, or to calculate alimony and child support.
So then we have the cooperative divorce, and how does that, what's the distinction between the two?
Great question, Bobette. Cooperative divorce is also an amicable way to resolve divorces, but unlike collaborative divorce, the team isn't signing a participation agreement like you do in collaborative divorce that says if we don't settle this case outside of court, the lawyers and the neutral professionals, the mental health and the forensic CPA, must withdraw from the case in a collaborative case, and then you have to start over with new lawyers. So in the collaborative, everyone is super invested, has lots of skin in the game, if you will, to get this resolved outside of court, because that's your commitment. Under cooperative divorce, the situation there is if we don't settle it outside of court, you're still allowed to take those lawyers and those professionals and go to court, and all of a sudden you go from being problem solvers to being advocates. So you never quite put down that card, if you will, of what you are revealing, because you're always thinking strategy. If I have to end up in court, here's what I can use. Whereas under collaborative, you've committed to settling outside of court, and you're not thinking in that same way that we traditionally think as lawyers, as advocates.
Do you find that a lot of people that go through these new processes still remain like friends or at least amicable when they communicate?
Yes, yes. It's a great ground to practice being interest-based in terms of, in other words, a husband and wife, if you're the traditional mode, you really just care about what's best for you and you want to win. Under collaborative and cooperative, you need to focus on not only what's important to you, but what's important to your spouse, who's going to be your former spouse and the co-parent, if you have children, that you're going to be raising children with for a lot of years. So if you're practicing this while you're going through one of the toughest phases, conceivably, of your life, and the breakdown of this family, and really I like to think of it as the transition of the family, you're better apt to do that as you move forward.
Well, Lynette, you are very calm. You take a calm approach to all this. I'm sure your clients appreciate it. Thank you so much for giving us this information.
Thank you, ladies. Thank you.
And when we come back, we're going to talk a little bit about the upcoming holidays and how that crosses with a good cause. Stay with us.
Can you believe this is our 7th year hosting the CMA Awards?
Yeah. You remember how it all started?
Welcome to the CMA Awards. We'll have appearances by Luke Bryan, Miranda Lambert, Tim McGraw, Florida Georgia Line, and Blake Shelton. He can't be here, Carrie. Why not? He's grounded.
Don't worry, guys. Blake will be here.
Oh, actually, he's grounded again.
What?
The CMA Awards, live Wednesday, November 5th on ABC.
From our studios on Florida's Suncoast, this is an ABC7 News Update.
Good afternoon, I'm Haley Wilgus. Here's a look at what we're working on for ABC7 News at 5. From the Sarasota County School Board to amending the state constitution, tonight we'll bring you live team coverage from across the Suncoast. And in Manatee County, we're following the story of some voter confusion about recent closing of polling locations. Today, concerned voters showed up at the Supervisor of Elections office because the locations where they normally vote were closed. And in the race for governor, Republican Governor Rick Scott and Democrat Charlie Crist have been locked in a very tight race that has been heated and at times personal. Tonight we have expert analysis on what to expect in that race, plus the very latest exit poll data. And now let's head over to Bob and check in with our weather.
Haley, there's been no problems as far as weather goes for voting today. Temperatures on the warmer side now into the upper 70s to low 80s up and down the coast. It's been moderating throughout the state for that matter. Temperatures into the mid to upper 70s, 80 degrees at Cortez now, 79 in Northport, 78 in Wauchula. We have a few clouds around in our planner for this evening, calling for temperatures to stay rather mild right through 11 o'clock at 66 degrees. Current temperatures I mentioned in the upper 70s to low 80s. The satellite imagery showing fair skies for the most part across the state and the southeast as high pressure continues to dominate. It is starting to slip off into the Atlantic somewhat, and as that high slips off into the Atlantic, we will see our winds switch around more to a southeasterly direction, which will bring higher humidity values our way, and temperatures will begin to warm up too. We're expecting high temperatures to go back above average, it looks like, over the next couple of days with highs back into the mid-80s. But there is a cold front on the way. You can see that front digging through the southern plains states down the mid-Mississippi Valley. That cold front will bring a chance for showers and some cooler weather expected to move into our area beginning on Friday and continuing on into the weekend. Well, much more on that forecast for you today at 5.
Thursday at 5, an ABC7 My Suncoast Health special assignment. Plastic surgery is big business. Now, health reporter Alex Redmond reports on facelifts, including the best candidates for the procedure, recuperation time, and how long the results should last. Plus, Haley Wilgus leads our My Suncoast Helpline with plastic surgeons to take your calls. The new age of nip and tuck. Thursday at 5 on ABC7, your Suncoast News. Just another way we're here for you.
Coming up tomorrow on Suncoast View, are we abusing antibiotics? Well, Dr. Joel is back with the facts on that. And in Suncoast for Sale, it's all about townhouses. And if you're going to be doing a lot of cooking this holiday season, Chef Judy is here with her holiday kitchen must-haves.
Welcome back. The Heart and Soul Elegant Fashion Show and Luncheon, benefiting the Women's Resource Center of Sarasota County, is this Thursday. Here with a sneak peek is Valerie Goddard, the Executive Director of the Women's Resource Center.
Yes.
Now, I think of your organization as learning how for women to control your money and your life.
Absolutely. We know that those are two important elements. And even though we know that the economy is changing, women have been severely impacted by some of the changes. And so we strive every day to work with each individual woman and transform their lives. And that could mean everything from employability, LinkedIn training, how to re-engineer your life, learning how to have healthy relationships. And we know that when we affect the life of a woman, we change not only her family, but we change a community.
Tell us what we're looking at in these pictures.
This is one of our classes, and that's one of our instructors, Katie Yoder, who teaches our employment success class. Those are women who come in, they want to learn Excel or Word. As you all know, in this day and age, you have to have good computer skills.
Absolutely.
And that's a picture of any seminar that we might have on an evening or a weekend where the public is invited to learn about investments, money management, or just, we have a class currently running now, Change Your Thoughts, Change Your Life. And so this is a picture of our building at 340 South Tuttle.
And any woman can come, right?
Any woman can come, absolutely. We have women of all ages, stages, ethnicity, single, divorced, married, with children, no children, all women are welcome.
I've been to a couple of seminars there and loved it. I walked out feeling very powerful.
Absolutely, women are powerful, but you know, sometimes we forget that, and it takes to come back in an environment where we can be supportive and learn new skills. So our tagline says we want to enrich, educate, and empower women, and we do that every day at the Women's Resource Center.
Well, my goodness, if you are an example of what comes out of there, my gosh, you're wonderful.
Oh,
yeah, so
great.
let's
Amazing
go.
Work. Just amazing work that you can do that for the women of the Suncoast.
Yes,
Love
thank
that.
you. We serve over 2,000 women each and every year.
Wow. Well, let's take a look at our models now. Here's Bobette.
So now this fashion show benefits.
The Women's Resource Center is Thursday, and she's wearing a stunning Giovanni evening gown that's studded with crystals. And this is just an example of the exquisite attire that will be at the fashion show. And this is all courtesy of Contessa Couture.
This is very nice. Lovely. Wow. Now, where is the fashion show going to be? Where's the luncheon?
At the Plantation Golf and Country Club in Venice on Thursday. And there's still a few tickets available, just a few.
So you'll get something for your mind and your body.
Yeah, you know, you guys can't see it, but
Beautiful.
there's this long train that goes with this.
Oh, yeah,
wow.
Wow, there we
Isn't
go.
that
We see
stunning?
it.
And of course, if you want the shawl,
yes,
to be a little
Looking
bit more
good there,
for the-
Bobette.
Absolutely.
Well, thank you.
Stunning.
I'm excited. I like getting dressed
Beautiful
up.
gown.
Now tell us who we have next.
We have Lisa Wasserman, and she's an independent jewelry consultant with Stella and Dot, and she's wearing a beautiful Tony Bowles gown.
Oh, wow.
Stunning red tulle gown. And this just, again, you all know that this is the beginning of season. So if you're looking for something stunning to prepare for all the wonderful galas that are upcoming, this is the kind of gowns that you'll find at Contessa Couture.
Well, and I just have to throw a word in about Tony. We were talking about this before we
Yes.
started. Tony's a friend of mine.
Wow.
He's
The
from Arkansas
designer.
originally. The designer of the
Who
gown.
designed-
He has
Mhm.
beautiful things.
And it's a stunning, stunning gown. And you all, these gowns will serve many different occasions. So if you're looking for something stunning, you can check out Contessa Couture. She has designs from all over the world.
Next, who's our next model?
Tracy Knight. And Tracy is the president of Knight Marketing, and she's the wife of our very own Sheriff Tom Knight. And she has this stunning magenta dress with full chiffon skirt. Again, it's a Tony Bowles gown.
Okay.
It's
yes.
lovely.
Lovely gown.
Great
She
color.
has, I'm sure, you
color.
have many events you have to go to.
And
don't
when you
you?
look that good, you
Yes.
feel good.
You do, and confident. And this is what Contessa Couture does. They serve all women. They have all price points. These are stunning gowns that are available, and we encourage everyone, if you're looking for that special evening gown for this season or for any occasion, Contessa Couture can meet your needs.
And it
Thank
makes
you
look
so
like a
much.
queen.
Yes.
And who's our next model?
Catherine Parks.
This is my favorite.
She's part of the Vocal Vixens trio, and they will be performing Thursday at the luncheon. Absolutely. And this is a special mermaid dress in nude, and it's by Tarani Couture. And it's, look at that nice neckline. Isn't that beautiful? With scattered sequins and all of those beads. It's quite an elegant gown.
Can you sit down in it?
But maybe not eat. It looks stunning.
That
Yes,
1 pound a day won't work for this one.
No. And so these are just an example of the many gowns that you'll see Thursday at the fashion show for all of our guests. It's to get us prepared for the upcoming holiday season.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. Thank you so much. And for more information, you can go to heartandsoul.charityhappenings.org and find out all about it. Here's a look at these lovely ladies.
Yes, thank you to Bobeth and Lisa, Tracy Knight and Catherine. And all of the jewelry that you're seeing is courtesy of Reflections in Gold. And that happens to be our sponsor for the event for Heart and Soul Luncheon this year, Reflections in Gold in Venice.
Oh, thank you so much.
I can't wait.
Next. You're going to have to change clothes, Bobette.
Yes.
Can you crack an egg with one hand? We don't want it on that dress.
Get these gowns off here before we start cracking
Stunning
those eggs.
ladies.
Beautiful.
I'll go crack the egg in the dress. We'll see what happens.
The owner's calling.
You're good, Bobette.
Tonight, Floridians head to the polls in one of the most important midterm elections in recent history. For complete coverage, stay with ABC7 and mysuncoast.com. From one of the country's most closely watched races for governor to Amendment 2 and other ballot initiatives and local races, we'll bring you up-to-the-minute returns throughout the night. Live reports, expert analysis, and reaction from along the Suncoast. It's your voice, your vote on ABC7, brought to you by BMW of Sarasota.
It's Millionaires Whiz Kids Week. For these teenage phenoms,
I know Euclid was a genius, and the other ones sound like smart people.
winning is elementary on Millionaire.
Tonight at 7 on ABC7.
On the next OKTV, singer Michelle Williams' cross-country mission, plus Nashville star Jonathan Jackson. OKTV, entertainment, gossip, life.
Tonight at 7:30 on ABC7. It's time to upgrade your favorite news app. Now, ABC7's My Suncoast News app is better than ever with a dynamic brand new design that's faster and easier to use. Stay connected with new features that make it easy to submit photos, share stories on Facebook and Twitter, and save stories for reading at a later time. Download our free My Suncoast News app on your mobile device at your app store. ABC7's all-new My Suncoast News app. Just another way we're here for you. Powered by Jansen Shutters. Have you ever wondered what it's like to save a life? Find out by donating platelets at Suncoast Blood Bank.
I'm Haley Wilgus, ABC7. Platelets aid in the clotting process and are vital in the treatment of cancer and surgical patients, trauma victims, and critically ill newborns. It's tough to keep enough on the shelves because they only last 5 days. To donate, call this number or visit scbb.org and you can help save a life.
ABC7 congratulates Suncoast Blood Bank on 65 years of serving our community.
This is a special health alert for seniors suffering with joint pain. If you have Medicare insurance, you may qualify for high-quality support braces at little or no cost.
I'm thrilled with my knee braces.
Now, there is a simple and proven solution for seniors to get out of pain with state-of-the-art support braces.
I barely feel any pain at all.
Braces for your knees and back, as well as your shoulders and ankles, too.
I'm so happy with the quality of these braces.
Call now, and you could qualify for a pain-relieving brace at little or no cost.
I can play ball again, and it doesn't hurt.
And because of my Medicare coverage, it costs me next to nothing.
So call now.
And because I have this red, white, and blue Medicare card, my braces have cost me just about nothing.
It's true. You may get a knee, back, shoulder, and ankle brace at little or no cost.
They qualified me for 2 knee braces and a back brace.
If you have knee or back pain, give them a call. They can help.
1-800-476-8967. 1-800-476-8967.
We have a tweet to share with you from Joanne. She says, love your show, nice variety. You actually listen to one another and take turns. Oh, thank you, Joanne. We try really hard to listen to one another and take turns. And sometimes it's hard because we get so excited, but we do think that's very important because we do respect each other's opinions. Although by the end of this, I'm not sure they're going to like me too much because I think this is an awesome idea. So there's a video out right now, and it's on BuzzFeed, and it's called How to Perfectly Crack an Egg. And in chef school, you're expected to crack an egg with one hand. So for holiday entertaining, we thought it would be fun, because I know you're all going to have brunch for people and crack eggs in front of them. They're all looking at me, no way. But this is how you learn to do it one handed. So I want to show you the video, girls, and pay close attention. You can kind of practice along, and then we're going to go right down the row and see how it works. Now, we can practice with a ping pong ball and a quarter. So here's a look at the video, and I want you to pay close attention because you will be put on the spot. Let's check it out.
This is the exterior anatomy of a Gallus domesticus egg, or chicken egg. The tip of the dome is its most durable spot. It distributes weight evenly, which minimizes strain. This is why hens can sit on their eggs without breaking them. The most vulnerable part of the egg is the center. This is where we plan our attack. Practice using 2 ping pong balls and a coin. Hold one ball with your thumb, forefinger, and middle finger. Use your ring finger and pinky to support the other ball against your palm. Place the coin in between the 2. Now separate the balls slowly, releasing the coin. Practice this, and perfection will be within your reach. Now try with an egg. Strike the center of the egg on the side of your bowl or pan. When you see the crack, don't panic. Separate the shell with the same smooth action you practiced with the balls.
These balls are slippery.
She's got to be kidding.
I'm throwing a face on mine. Yeah. He looks very sad.
I'm going to disagree with BuzzFeed. I think the balls are impossible to deal with.
All right.
We haven't tried the egg yet.
Well, that's a good point. If the egg does anything like that ping pong ball, it's going to be on
I'm going to go.
side.
Okay, go for it.
You're going to do 2 at a time?
Well, yeah.
Look at you. Wait, you left the ping pong balls in the bowl. Ew.
That's not right.
She left the ping pong balls in there.
Hold on a second.
Oh my God.
Wait a minute.
Okay,
That
3
isn't-
fingers, 2 fingers. Okay,
Oh,
here I
you
go.
didn't do a good
Here
job.
I go. Here we go.
Regina, I have something for you.
Oh, I missed.
Oh, thank you. Didn't I tell you this was going to be a mess?
No, that's not. Oh, you did the
Thank
same.
you.
I got
Thank
it.
you,
I got it.
No, that wasn't right.
Okay, first of all, Bobette
The
is
egg
ahead
is
because she took out the
broken.
ping pong balls.
All right, I'm going to
Okay.
try it.
Those 2 fingers.
You
those
guys,
2
I'm very
I
competitive.
just did it.
I'm about to beat you all.
You did just do it.
Did you?
I did it too. Look at that.
Look,
I'm
we
going
just
to do
did
another
it.
one.
There you
Okay,
go.
3
That was
fingers.
good. You got a lot of shell in
3
there, though. I don't want to
fingers,
eat that.
2 fingers.
Oh,
That's a ping pong ball.
All right.
Oh, gosh, Linda, you're like killing that.
You're
aren't you?
violent.
This is neat. Woo!
I just did it.
Bobette is doing it again. Bobette has it. She's 3 for 2. All right, now they're pointing at me. That wasn't pretty.
Yes,
but I
you
did
did
get
it.
done.
Lovely.
Stephanie did it.
Just call me Chef Bobette.
Let me try. Oops, I can't do it left.
I'm taking my friends out
I got
for
it all
lunch
over the
at this
table,
place.
lefty.
Okay, 2 hands.
Two
Okay.
together. They say 2 is harder. I can't do it lefty.
Okay, I've got the 1 down.
Okay,
Those,
we're
those
ready.
thing- those
See if
2
we can get
fingers
the
go
2
that
Okay,
way.
Regina, that was on you. Go.
Oh.
Oh, it's
Go.
on me? Okay, okay.
Yeah,
I'm
Don't mess
going.
up.
2
Don't
at the
mess
same
up.
time.
The pressure's on.
Crack.
Oh,
she did it.
Oh.
Wow. All right, Linda.
Crack.
Crack.
Pull.
Split.
Look at Linda's bowl. No, you just squeezed them together.
The point is to get the egg out. I did it.
Bobette did it.
All right, for some reason, I'm making
Oh, my
this.
God.
I missed the bowl.
Can you come here, Jeremy? Look at this.
I can't do it lefty.
Come look at her. Look at her table.
Don't look at my table. Okay, this is
Jeremy,
a problem.
come.
You know, and I'm annoyed because I cook
Jeremy.
10 times as much as the rest of you do, and I have, obviously have no
Well, this
dexterity.
isn't-
Yes, I made a mess. Okay,
Look
there
at
it
this.
is. Yes, mess.
I don't
Clean up
think we're
aisle
making
3.
omelets out of this.
It's everywhere.
Who was
Lisa,
the-
I need you to clean this up.
Look at that. And look at Linda's. Look at Linda's. She's trying to cover it up.
Who was the viewer that just wrote in and said we don't talk over one another?
Oh, my
Okay,
goodness.
maybe not so much so with the eggs. But
Regina, I'm thoroughly impressed. You may have to start cooking.
Yes.
Look at that. I'm
Beth did it
thoroughly
too.
impressed.
Thank you, Stephanie.
All right, we are going to go see someone who truly knows how to cook. We'll have our word of the day and go check out Apollonia Mediterranean Grill and Greek food. Stay
We
with
got
us.
some eggs for you.
I'm a mess.
Want an omelet?
Tonight, we're giving you the 2 most romantic episodes of the season.
That horse is chewing really loudly.
Yes, he is. Back-to-back all-new selfies. Tonight, 8/7 Central on ABC.
Tonight, celebrate the pop culture powerhouse that is Marvel with special guests and exclusive sneak peeks.
The Marvel Universe conquered the planet.
Emily Van Camp hosts Marvel's 75 Years from Pulp to Pop, a brand new special, tonight 9/8 Central on ABC. From our studios on Florida's Suncoast, this is an ABC7 News Update.
Hello, I'm Scott Dennis. Let's take a quick look at our top stories today. It may seem like a simple race for a Sarasota County School Board seat, but the contest between Bridget Ziegler and Ken Marsh will be one of the most closely watched races tonight. At 5 o'clock, we'll hear from both candidates about how they feel heading into tonight. Plus, in Manatee County, despite numerous warnings about polling location changes, some voters were still taken by surprise today. We'll hear from voters and the Manatee County Supervisor of Elections. Now for a quick look at Suncoast roads at this hour, things are looking clear. There's no major crashes to report. And remember, polling locations are open tonight until 7 p.m. Let's get a check on our weather right now with Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan.
Thanks, Scott. It's been kind of cloudy throughout the afternoon hours after a pretty sunny day as a result of the low-lying moisture coming in from the east to the west. Temperatures have warmed up now into the upper 70s, 79 in Sarasota, 78 in actually Orlando, 70 in Jacksonville. Temperatures all pretty much in the upper 70s. Braden now at 79, 79 in Inglewood as well as Northport and Cortez at 78 degrees. We're looking at partly cloudy skies right on in through 11 o'clock. No problems with our weather right on in through the polling hour of 7 o'clock. And as far as the satellite and radar picture goes, skies are generally partly cloudy to mostly cloudy. We have a cold front on the way, which will bring changes for us this weekend. More of that today at 5.
ABC 7 is giving you the chance to win a dream vacation to Greece. All this month, watch Suncoast View weekdays at 4 for the word of the day. Then register that day's word by midnight at mysuncoast.com. Our daily prize is a $100 Visa gift card and a gift certificate to Apollonia Mediterranean Grill with a grand prize, a luxury Greece and Eastern Mediterranean cruise. Get away to Greece on Suncoast View. Brought to you by Legendary Journeys, the Suncoast's #1 vacation specialist. Opa!
He's been right there.
Our first report is from ABC's David Muir.
David Muir leads our coverage, reporting from every corner of the planet because he knows there's so much at stake.
Vamos a ver la marca de los Estados Unidos aquí, hecho en Michigan.
And when American jobs are on the line, he leads the charge.
Back on the job.
Changing lives for the better.
How are you?
This is the strength of ABC News. This is David Muir.
ABC's World News Tonight with David Muir.
The sun used to make our outdoor deck and patio space so hot and uncomfortable we couldn't use it.
But then we discovered the Sunsetter retractable awning. Our Sunsetter retractable awning opens and closes in just 60 seconds. It keeps our patio about 20 degrees cooler.
It provides instant shade and instant protection from the sun's harmful rays.
And our Sunsetter costs under $700.
But now you can get your Sunsetter for as little as $499 when you call now to get this special $200 discount certificate and free awning idea kit.
We love our Sunsetter retractable awning, and you're going to love yours too.
Sunsetter awnings are assembled in America and guaranteed to last for years. So call now to get this free awning idea kit with DVD, plus your $200 Sunsetter discount certificate.
But this is a limited time offer.
Call now.
Call now for your free awning idea kit with DVD and $200 discount certificate. There's no obligation.
Call 1-800-518-4839.
Welcome back. Here it is, today's word of the day for your chance to win a $10,000 dream vacation to Greece. Today's word is democracy. Of course, you need to go to mysuncoast.com to enter the word of the day by midnight. Remember, you get a daily prize opportunity for a $100 Visa card and a $100 gift card to Apollonia Mediterranean Grill right on University and Cattleman there in the shops of University. An absolutely wonderful, wonderful restaurant. Today's word of the day, democracy. And Chef Eddie came to see us today.
Thank you. Yes, he is. We're in the kitchen with Chef Eddie, and in honor of our giveaway, you're going to teach us how to cook a Mediterranean dish. I don't want to mess the name up, so can you please say it for me?
It's spanakopita.
Spanakopita.
Which is simple spinach pie.
I knew that part. All right, so I see you got a little bowl of things here. Tell us what we're doing.
Yes, we started this, we have 3 ingredients in there just to make it quicker. We have spinach, we have parsley and onions, and we have about 1 pound of fresh spinach, 1 medium-sized onion, and about 1 small bunch of parsley. We chop it all up and then we cook it with a little bit of olive oil just to get it wilted like that. Okay. And then you have to let it cool, and then we'll add all the other ingredients to it, which you can help me with it.
And how long was it cooling for?
I'd say probably 20 minutes or about half an hour.
All right, so
if
then
you spread it out on the pan, we'll cook faster.
Okay, so now we have cheese.
That's feta cheese, crumbled feta cheese, about
Okay.
1 cup.
All right.
All right. And then we have a half a cup of cottage cheese.
I see eggs. Oh my goodness.
Yes,
More
so
eggs. More eggs.
you guys get to practice on cracking the eggs.
But you can do it, right?
Yes, absolutely.
You learned
So,
that in school?
yeah, from experience at the restaurant. Yeah,
Is
that's a
black
little
pepper?
bit of white pepper, just a pinch of white pepper. If you can't find white pepper, black will do. Just make sure that's fine and not a hard grind. That's
I
fine.
left a lot. Should I scrape
That'll be
it out?
fine. No,
Okay.
yeah, you just need a little pinch.
And
And that's
this?
about 2 tablespoons of fresh dill.
The whole thing?
The whole thing, please. Yeah. Please use fresh because dry is less potent, so you want to use fresh.
Okay.
And just mix that very well, and then we'll add the 2 eggs to it.
Oh, I got to crack them again.
Yes.
I'll
gosh,
show
I
my
wanna see
skills.
Good, she got to practice.
Highlight my skills.
Oh, you're going to miss a bowl. Here we go.
Perfect.
Good job,
Awesome.
Obed.
Very good.
Wow.
Very good.
Both of them?
Both of them, please.
I got this.
I'm sure glad that's you and not me.
Practice makes perfect. Yes. Very
I'm
good.
really proud of myself.
So
I
now
did
just
get it on
mix
my
that
hand,
up.
though.
You can use that towel.
And I didn't get any shells in there, you guys.
That's very
Aren't you
good.
proud of me?
Well, good, because I want to eat it.
So we'll open up the phyllo dough here. Many folks have difficulty working with phyllo. We find it very easy just to work on top instead of separating on the table. You have to be careful to work with it quickly and especially away from your stove because it will dry out.
Now, where do we find phyllo dough in the grocery store? Is it in the refrigerator section?
I think it's in the freezer station or
Okay.
section of
Okay.
the grocery store. I think at Publix you'll be able to find it.
Okay.
So you
Look
open
how
it
thin
up.
it is. So delicate.
Yeah, it's very thin. Phyllo, you can't be afraid of it. You just have to go with it. And, you know, just nothing's, it's not going to come perfect all the time.
What
but,
do you want me, what do I do with it?
First of all, we have to use a little bit of liquid butter. You can melt this on your stovetop or in your microwave and just brush it lightly with a little bit of butter like that. The butter is going to help the phyllo get crispy and puffy, and it'll be delicious. Okay.
So the
See how
phyllo
it-
is pre-made, I guess, or do you, like, if you're doing this your way, you do it from scratch? Is that?
No, we actually use pre-made phyllo because
Okay.
it would take a very long time to actually
To do
roll
the
phyllo to
phyllo.
make it
And if you're
so
not
thin.
familiar with
So
phyllo,
the way
this
you would
is
do
it
it
gets
is
crispy.
you would grab about 2 pages of
I
it
think
or
that's it.
two phyllo sheets.
It's a lot of
I
work.
say pages, but should be sheets. And this one just happens to be very tough on us.
Okay.
All right, so here we go. 2 of them. You're going to fold them about 3 inches to the side.
Uh-huh.
Okay, and then we're going to fold them again in half, just like that. And then going to fold them about 2 inches to the bottom, just like that. And is our mixer almost ready?
I think
yeah, it's ready.
I
looks
stopped.
great.
Was I supposed to continue?
No, it looks great.
It
That's
smells
enough.
wonderful. Is that the onion we're smelling?
Onion and spinach, yes. So we'll butter this a
so
little
good.
bit more.
So is the phyllo a flour-based shell, or
Yeah,
is
it's just
it
dough.
rice-based?
Just dough,
a
and it's
dough.
rolled very thin.
Okay.
So I think that's ready, and now we can just put it right in there. About 2 tablespoons of the mix. Now you can be creative with the mix. You can have it spinach and feta in this case, or you could do a different different kind. You can have savory to sweet.
Oh, and
in
he
this.
goes back and forth.
So now you do the triangles
So this
just
is a
like
little
that.
bit of a time-intensive process because you have to roll carefully. How
It
long
is.
then do we put it for in the oven?
Usually about 10 to 12 minutes, or depending on the color, till you achieve that color. And then you just lay it on the
Oh, that
pan.
looks so easy.
Has this been like greased or oiled or anything?
It is lightly brushed with a little bit of butter that we have here.
Okay.
Well, Beth,
Did
do
you
you
wanna
want
try
to
it?
pull the ones out of the oven that you've already done?
Because you know I'm
Have one. They're so
Betty
yummy.
Crocker.
Really good.
There you go.
There we go.
How long
Who
did they
wants to
cook?
taste it?
About 10 to 12 minutes in 400-degree oven.
Oh, you guys are eating some already. So I can taste this one over here.
Absolutely. So flaky and light.
Big one.
Oh, that's really
Isn't that
good.
amazing?
There you
You've got
go.
phyllo in your lip.
Linda, you want to share? Want to break this up?
Danger, phyllo on the lip.
So light and
Smaller
fluffy.
pieces
And you
of
know
it.
what? You make that look so much less intimidating than I have thought. Because I do know it's difficult to work with. But if you're a little intimidated by the phyllo, go visit the chef at
Very good.
Apollonia Mediterranean Grill. A
you.
wonderful restaurant, of course. It is also part of our big grease giveaway. He also brought us some baklava, which is also made with phyllo. That was a special request from me. I know. I absolutely love Greek food. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for
having me here.
participating in our Greek giveaway.
There you go.
And enjoy the food. Isn't that
Oh,
amazing?
yes, it's very good.
Don't forget to take some time to enjoy the Suncoast View. Do we say Opa?
Opa.
Opa! Have a great day.
Don't try this at home. Let them do it.